places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Coming live from New York. That's a lie, I've never been to New York. It's everyone's favourite media awards show. And it's called a Game Awards show, even though it's mostly not even games. That's right, it's time for the 8th annual Biscuits 2025. That implies that there's been 8 in 2025. Whatever. Let's change camera. That's the. Did I have one just for channel? There we go. Wonderful. I know how to use my own streaming software. Oh god, being all dressed up with bad posture does not look good. Whatever. Hello, Ara. Congrats on the day off. It's good to have you here. Mike's super low. Let me. I think I know what's happened. Maybe. Probable. Alright, it was using the wrong mic. Let me redo that really shit intro again. I'm not redoing it, there's no point, I've already started recording. It was using this mic instead of this mic. Because this cable fell out. Perfect, thank you, Lara. Congrats on the day off, hope you're doing well. I'm happy that you finally been able to make it to one of these. Oh my god, yeah, apparently this wasn't plugged in. Don't know why. So it was using this, which obviously very quiet because it's up here. Let me get a royalty-free playlist, but before I do, I'll be obliged to plug my new video repeatedly, so patience with me, everyone, as I do that, because I got a video out 2 days ago and I would really like it to do well. When I can find the correct tab on YouTube. Yeah, shareable link. Yes, how are you doing, Lara? Hope you've had a good holiday period, and I hope you're enjoying your day off. YouTube music. I think I've been fine playing the Undertale soundtrack before. So I might just do the Undertale soundtrack. I think I've been okay doing that. And I've not gone in trouble. I won't risk it. I'll risk it. I wanna do the Undertale soundtrack for this stream. So I'm gonna do the Undertale soundtrack for this stream. Alright, 2 hours and 11 minutes. I doubt we'll be longer than that. Okay, that's very loud on my end. Don't know how it'll be on everyone else's. Please let me know. I'm going to turn it down my end at least. I say very loud, it's only a little. Sounds good. Perfect, thank you, Lara. Also, sorry to hear that you've been sick. Normally I get sick of the Christmas period, and this is the first year that I've actually been well enough to make it to a friend's for New Year's, so I was popping off. But I spent literally the days working on that video anxious, like, oh, I'm gonna get sick. But yeah, I hope you feel better soon, bestie. Oh. car alarm going off outside. Something's happening. Radio channel. Alright, okay, it seems to have stopped, and it didn't seem to affect the mic level, so maybe it was fine. I don't know. Alright. Okay, cool. I seem to message everyone. Oh, the Smash server, even people don't normally join from there. And then we'll get started. I haven't done one of these in a year. It's almost like it's a yearly show or something. I hope I did actually fill out every category. Because I did realise halfway through the day that I forgot to actually update one of them. This year we have how many categories? I knew I was going to regret wearing a blazer for this. Not even a blazer, a tweed jacket. And yeah, it did not take long to. I don't regret wearing the Popeye tie though, that's funny. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 categories, so usual number-ish. One of which being Game of the Year. How I typically do these is I will random number generator. I will typically random number generator the other 15, but we'll end on Game of the Year, and throughout the stream I will cut out one of the nominees. There's not actually many nominees this year, I didn't play enough new games. I actually forgot to list one of these. I actually forgot to list the winner. I know that how that happened. It's because I listed it, put it somewhere else to denote that it was the winner, and then I just forgot to actually put it in. Right, and we don't want to. Right, there we go. Okay, so before I go over, so what I'll do is I'll quickly just go over all the nominees for Game of the Year, and then I'll go over all the categories, and then we'll random number generate for which category to start with. Actually, we won't random number generate. Chat, give me a number between 1 and 15, and that's the category we'll start with. But here are the nominees for Game of the Year 2025. There's so few. We have Detective Instinct, Farewell My Beloved, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon Legends CA, Dear Me I Was, and No Sleep for Konami Date from AI The Somnium Files. Fucking Date made it as a Game of the Year nominee. That's how few games I played this year. Hello Sam, how are you doing? Thank you for the 45 months. Also, bit wild of you to sub on my final stream, but at least for a while. But thank you so much. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well, Sam. It's been a while. Oh, my posture's so bad. I also I wanted to have it on a proper setup here. To be fair, I could have had it on a proper setup and done it on my desk, but my desk is all cluttered, and I've been too lazy to declutter it because I've not been using it over the Christmas break. Why is my desk cluttered? Why would past me do this? But yes, it's very good to have you. Literally the only 20 games I played were Somnium Files and Pokemon CA. I'm surprised I played more than that. Oh hell yeah, Katamari. I haven't played enough of Katamari, otherwise it would be a nominee as well, but I've only bought it myself on Christmas Day, and I've only played a few levels. It's very fun. Very good though. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Sam. Alright, okay, we're going to do 4 and then 5. But here are the categories this year. Favourite gaming experience in 2025, which I think I bring this up every year, but originally it was only created because I kind of wanted Animal Crossing as my game of the year, but it felt wrong to do that when Hades existed. So I gave it to Hades and made a favourite gaming experience category just for Animal Crossing. And then ever since, favourite gaming experience has now been about a specific experience as opposed to an ending. Or not an ending, as opposed to a full game. Ooh, there's another contender actually. 8, yeah. There we go. But no, it's kind of evolved to be something different. Best episodic game. This is a new one. Best episodic game is pretty much here specifically because straight this week I did actually play another game. I played the 2 Deltarune chapters, and a couple other episodic games. But like the thing is, I didn't want to, because Deltarune's chapters are, they're essentially full games themselves. But because they're part of a grander narrative and a grander game, I was like, I can't in good conscience put them in honourable mention. Oh, not honourable mention. I can't in good conscience nominate them for my Game of the Year because they're not full games. Which I know is very pedantic and very silly. And it's my list and I can make my own rules. But I made my own rules and that's how I made them. So I made Best Episodic Game for Deltarune and Solo Sovereignty. And I guess of the Devil, but I only played the demo for that, which came out in 2024 yesterday, and I haven't actually played any of the 2 chapters that released this year. So I guess that's not getting nominated for Best Episodic Game. We have Best Soundtrack, as always. Best Old Game, which is no remakes or replays. It's got to be an older game that I played for the first time this year. I'm getting a weird thing on Twitch, so I'll just refresh. Best Indie. Best Multiplayer, Best DLC, Best Surprise, and Surprise does not necessarily have to be a video games thing. Best Anime, Best Manga, Best Movie. We used to have a worst movie one, but I haven't watched any straight up bad movies this year. Last year? In 2025. Best Doctor Who Story, Best One Piece Chapter / Moment, my fucking joke category of Best RPG I own but haven't had time to play yet, and Most Excited for in 2026. So we're starting with 4 and then we're going to do 5 after. Let me just double check that. Yep, 4 and 5. So category 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Best Old Game. Alright, we're starting off with one that I don't know how to pronounce. Grizz. Gree. I think it's pronounced Gree. Gris? I don't think, maybe Greece, but I don't like calling it Greece. Gris. Anyway, I played that for the first time in 2025. And it is a masterpiece. So I'll be honest, this is not me trying to be self-deprecative or anything. I'm often not... Yeah, I'm just going to say Greece, even though it feels wrong to say it as Greece, because it makes me think of, the Oily thing or the musical. But, yeah, I played it for the first time. I'm not someone who does great with art house stuff. I'm a bit too stupid for art house stuff. And again, I don't mean that in a self-deprecative way. I mean it in I literally often don't understand that kind of thing. And this is a very artsy game. But the thing is, what it's about, and its big metaphor, thankfully is obvious enough, even for a bozo old, like an old bozo like me. And it is gorgeous. It is a beautiful game. It's very short, only a few hours long. I beat it in 2 sittings. I could have done it in 1, to be honest. It's one of the most beautiful visual games I've ever played. It's very beautiful audibly. Audio, there's no dialogue, there's minimal text. I think the only text is in the pause menu, really. And it's just a really good story about depression and grief. Mostly grief. It's a puzzle platformer. The puzzles aren't super hard, but they're challenging enough. And it just, I finished it and I just sat there and I think this is one of my favourite games ever now. And I put it in my top 20, top 25 of my shit letterbox list of my top 50 games that changes whenever I realise I forgot something or something's fallen down the list. It is incredible. I highly recommend it. It's almost always on sale. On sale for usually £2 or £3. It's very cheap. Even if it wasn't cheap, I'd still recommend it. It's just a masterpiece. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to say for best old game. Mega Man 3 is fucking great. Yeah. I hadn't beat it before, so I guess that wasn't a replay. The Mega Man 3 is fucking great. I needed the rewind feature from Legacy Collection though. And it's also not as good as Grease. Maybe a hot take considering people love Mega Man 3. I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think there's much crossover between fans of Grease and fans of Mega Man 3 probably. Specifically 3. Okay, and next up is Best Indie. No, I was thinking it might be too soon to say Best Indie, but nah, I think it's fair. Also, I mean, Game Awards fucking have that in the pre-show. They don't even do it proper justice. Best Indie, I'm not actually giving it the same qualifier as I did for Game of the Year, so like, I am allowing Deltoon episodes here, and yeah, it's Deltoon Chapter 4, which by the way would be, I'll be blunt, it would be my Game of the Year. Deltoon Chapter 4 would be my Game of the Year if I was allowing it. But I think it just feels... to like glue my mouse cable, not my mouse, my mic cable to my mic. For some reason, it just falls out so easily. I don't know where I cut off there. I don't think it was for long. I think I noticed pretty quickly. Yeah, Deltoon Chapter 4 would probably be my Game of the Year if I was allowing myself it to nominate it, but I am not because, like I said, it feels a bit weird to me having like chapters, even if the chapters are pretty self-contained, they're still chapters of an overall narrative, and having those fight against like full-blown games would just feel like really weird, you know, to me. So yeah, but Deltoon Chapter 4 is incredible. It is just one of the best things Toby Fox has ever made. I already love Deltoon a lot, not quite as much as Undertale. Deltoon Chapter 4 is the first time that Deltoon's maybe, it felt like it could fill the same space Undertale does for me, if that makes sense. Deltoon Chapters 1 to 3 do have emotional moments, and obviously have a lot of the Deltoon charm and the Toby Fox charm and comedy. Deltoon Chapter 4 really focuses on the characters, really focuses on the heart and the drama and the emotions a lot more than the previous chapters, and it makes it feel the most Undertale-y in that aspect, like the balance of tones between comedy and drama. And like that's what I've always loved, not just in Toby Fox's work, but in media generally. Like, if your art really does a good job of that tone balancing, I'm gonna love it. Like, that's why a big part of why I like Ace Attorney so much is that it's really stupid, it's really funny, it's really silly. But when it comes down to it, it knows when to be serious, it knows when to focus on the character drama, you know? And like, there are exceptions, some things like, say, Cowboy Bebop, yeah, it can be something. Most of the time it's fucking harrowing and existential, and it's one of my favourite pieces of art ever. One Piece is a perfect example of doing that tone balancing. I think of another exception in the other way where it's just pure comedy. Katamari is just fun, man, and it's one of my favourite games ever. It doesn't do that tone balancing whatsoever. Anyway, so Deltoon Chapter 4 really does. And the drama's fantastic, the character work's fantastic. Visually, it is like a step up from everything. And Third Sanctuary is straight up. Like, I don't think it's the Toby Fox's best song. I don't think anything will beat Hopes and Dreams for me. But like, Hopes and Dreams are Undertale, the song for me. But on a technical level, when it comes to just like literally just how impressive the song is, it's one of Toby Fox's best. Third Century should not work as a song. I'm not musically inclined at all. I'm very pedestrian when it comes to music. I don't even know if I could tell when something sounds weird or bad normally. The time signatures are so odd in Third Century that I noticed. And it's great storytelling through music as well there. And I'm going to just talk about Deltarune Chapter 4 for hours if I don't stop here. If anyone here has not played Deltarune, for whatever reason, you should. If you've not played Undertale, you should. If you've not played either, because the fan base, that is unfortunately completely and utterly understandable. Because they suck. There is a moment at the very end of Chapter 4 of Deltarune that caused discourse on Tumblr, and the discourse is so fucking stupid. It's very much people getting angry at a female motherly character having flaws, and also exaggerating what those flaws are, because of course they are. It's stupid and shite. But Deltarune is good. Deltarune Chapter 4 is good. Deltarune Chapter 4 is my favourite indie game of the year. My other favourite indie game... Okay, cool. This doesn't give anything away Game of the Year wise. I was just double checking that there were no other indie games for Game of the Year, and there's not. So it is my honourable mention here. Is Detective Instinct Farewell, My Beloved. I won't talk much about it in the best indie section. I'll talk about it when we come to it winning or being removed from Game of the Year. But cool indie game, very Ace Attorney and Hotel Dusk inspired. But if anything, it's actually primarily inspired by Famicom Detective Club, which is rad, and it feels like it's just a modern day indie DS game, like DS mystery game. It fucking rules, and we'll get back onto it in a bit. It's also woke as fuck, but we'll get back to it in a bit. Alright, folks. How about you give me another number? And after this one, I'll remove a Game of the Year nominee. How does that sound? Also, by the way, I forgot to say, but at the end of the stream, I have one announcement, maybe more. I was thinking about possibly more, and then none were coming to me. Anything between 1 and 15 that is not 4 or 5. Oh, sorry, I mean multiple weeds high. Ha ha ha. It's funny. To be clear, the announcement is not related to streaming. Nothing has sadly changed with that front, but it's 2026 plans. Alright, I have the next two numbers again. Thank you, Lara. Thank you, Sam. We'll do 7 and then we'll do 10. So I guess after these two I might eliminate a nominee. Okay, so that was 5, 6, 7. Best DLC. Alright. I'll be honest, there weren't many nominees for this. Legends Z is not DLC, was a nominee. I was really worried it was going to win. And then I remembered most people count Switch 2 editions as DLC, myself included. Like any new stuff that goes on. I'm just checking my backlog just to double check that there's not any other DLCs I've played this year. I don't think there is. Okay, cool. Deltarune again, no. I was like, I really do not want Legends ZA's DLC to win. Because typically, I like Legends ZA. I don't like Legends ZA's DLC much. And I'm in denial about that. Because I keep telling people, right? Yeah, it's pretty fun, but I'm glad I saved money on it. Because I got it £7 off. I haven't beat its post-game story yet, because it's so grindy. And I'll play it for a few hours, for a few days, and then I'll be like, I don't want to play this anymore. And it's like, I don't get that with Pokemon often. Yeah, that's very fair, Lara. I'll talk about it more when we get to it one of the other categories, but the DLC, not a big fan, I'll be honest. I think it's just too grindy. But thankfully, it doesn't need to necessarily be my game of the year. Because, wait, what fucking year do Paper Project come? 2024, thank God, okay. Ooh, I might have had to change my answer for best indie game. I would not have had to change it. Okay, but thankfully, we can say Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Because it got Star-Crossed World. Post-game cutscenes on YouTube. That's honestly fair. I think I'll still do it because it's me. I don't think I'm going to do every side quest like I did for the base game. I did it for the base game. I didn't regret it for the base game. But the thing is, I wanted to just see the new mechas for the DLC, so I didn't do it with him as I went during the DLC, and then so I just did them. I left them all as post game, and now I've given myself more grinding to do. So that was a mistake. So I just messaging with JF in case you missed that I was live. Obviously, no pressure for her to join, but I know she said she was excited for it. So, yeah. So Kirby and the Forgotten. Fuck. Accidentally jagged off it. Yeah, so thankfully, because Switch, everyone's including Switch 2 editions that have extra content as DLC, I can do the same. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Star-Crossed World. So before I talk about Star-Crossed World, let me talk about Forgotten Land, because that was a couple years ago. Kirby and the Forgotten. Fuck. So true. Fuck. Nope, okay, that was only trying to be Kirby saying fuck, and it did not land, I don't think. I thought maybe it would be fine wearing this because it's cold today, but it is not fine. It's so uncomfortable sitting on a couch. Just like this. Oh, it landed. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lara. I'm glad. Alright, so Kirby and Forgotten Land. I don't remember what I said about it in my game review. So, the biscuits that year, but it's my favourite Kirby game. It's one of my favourite platformers ever. I think it's just a great game. It somehow perfectly transitions Kirby into the 3D era, or into a 3D era when that's someone's not been done before. I think it's a nearly perfect game. It's one of the few games I've 100% completed. So I was very excited for Star-Crossed World. I'll be honest, Star-Crossed World does not add much to it. Adds a few more micro modes. Those are pretty good. There's just as fun to use and funny to look at as all the ones in the base game. It's really just extra levels. An extra challenge. It's got a fucking Toho ass title for the final boss again. That rules. Honestly, it's just more Kirby. And that's what I wanted from it. I'll be honest, I didn't want it to be anything more substantial than that. Like, say, like with ZA. Because I'm going to complain about ZA again. Yeah, Toho mentioned, I know, right? Despite me not being a trans lesbian. One of the few non-trans lesbians to actually mention Toho. Like, ever. I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm just not a lesbian. Anyway, see, I love doing these shows because they're not fucking scripted at all, so I just go very rambling. Yeah, like the ZA DLC. So I'm using this category to just fucking slag off the ZA DLC. That wasn't planned. I guess it's just because it's the only other DLC I played this year. I'm going to take this jacket off. Jesus Christ. I don't care how good I look in it, and I look fucking good in it, but what was I? Yeah. So ZA DLC, like, I like ZA. I think it's a good game. I think it's a pretty complete package that didn't really need DLC. Yeah, no, that's very fair. Good game. Really enjoyed it. The DLC, but I wanted the DLC to be more. I wanted to leave the city. I wanted to explore different environments. I wanted more music. I wanted more of just everything. And we didn't get that. Kirby, on the other hand, it literally is just like, give me more Kirby levels and I'm happy. That's all I want is more Kirby. And we got more Kirby. It's just additional levels. To be honest, they're not. Most of the levels are just remixes of older levels. That's fine, because that's all you want. All I wanted. Just take a game that I already love, add more to it. Boom. Done. I don't think that's good DLC for every game, but for Kirby, it is. And now Forgotten World, really, Forgotten Land does feel complete. Like, I don't know what else it could have. It's got 2 cool hard final bosses. It's got a cool new additional story mode that's not much of a story, that's fine. Just fun levels. I've now 200% completed that game. It's probably not what it's called. But I've 100% completed it on both base and DLC. I don't 100% complete games. I just really fucking love Kirby, man. And I can't wait to see what they do next. Alright, next is 10. 8, 9, 10. Best manga. Alright, here we go. Give me a second. I'm going to grab something physical for this. I've never you can tell that I did not plan this more than my notes, because I should have done this earlier. I think this is the 3rd, maybe 4th year in a row that this is won. So, as always, I literally kept this in the same notes. Kirby shit is serious. It really is. Kirby's just great. Everyone should play Kirby all the time. I love Kirby. I have a Kirby Plus somewhere. I'm not getting up again. Kirby Plus is over there. You can't really see where I'm pointing, I don't think. Anyway, so I say this every year. I'll say it again. Is it Sanjay One Piece? Alright, you're getting banned. I'm not even gonna fucking say hi to you. Just get out of here, Laurie. I'm sick of you. I'm fucking sick of you. Cat Fatali. Just go. Sanjay One Piece. It is actually about One Piece, I was going to say. So every year I say for best manga, because One Piece is my favourite piece of art, it's unfair to nominate it for best manga. But that being said, past 2 years, even though One Piece has been great, there's been another manga I enjoy more. So it's not even... Oh god, I forgot I have 2 Sanjay fuckers in the chat. I forgot Lara was a Sanjay fucker as well. I'm outnumbered. Sam, save me. Sam, as someone who's not done One Piece, save me from the Sanjay fuckers, please. Look, I'm only a Sanjay fucker 70% of the time, and then I think about that 30%, and I would rather just be dead. You don't know what that 30% is, Rory. But Lyra knows. Oh, no escape, I'm afraid. Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy time. Also, hey, B. Oh, no escape. That's a shame. But yeah, One Piece is not nominated for best manga because it kind of wins by default. Chainsaw Man Part 2 has always been great. It's even been better this year, I think, than ever. The final fight is currently ongoing and it's so fucking funny. Perfectly respectable novel. Yeah, you say that because you haven't reached the moments yet. And also, you're wrong. He's not. Get him gone. I want to kick him in the balls. Can he sweep? Well. So yeah, part 2's got the funniest fucking final fight ever right now, but like, it's not enough, because for the 3rd, maybe 4th year in a row, it really is the hashtag Akane sweep, because this fucking manga, not specifically this volume, but this volume is also, this is one of the best volumes. Akane just deserves to win every year, and the thing is, 2025, and I can't say more because I can't specify, because that's spoilers for Bae, who refuses to read digitally, even though I keep trying to get her to. 2025 has been the best year for one of my favourite mangas of all time. And yeah, the moment where you love Sanjay and get married, you could fix him, to be fair, Maru. You could fix him. Akane is fucking incredible, right? Akane Banashi, I think everyone here seems to know what it is, so I don't need to explain it, I still will, just in case, for YouTube people and stuff. Akane Banashi is beautiful and wonderful to interrupt to cock block all the people who wanted spoilers. Yeah, you actually did, but to be fair, you probably also would have watched the VOD anyway, be at some point, so it's fine. But Akane Banashi, Rakugo manga, pretty much your basic sports shonen premise of person really into a thing, wants to prove that they are the best at the thing. This is like the worst fucking description. This is the most seductive description of one of my favourite manga ever. But yeah, she wants to prove that her dad's Rakugo is the best, so she learns how to do Rakugo, and her goal is to become the best at Rakugo. The Rakugo king, I guess. But again, very reductive. Anyway, it's amazing. I love art about art, and I knew very little to nothing about Rakugo before this. It's incredible. It's a masterpiece. 2025 was the best year. Every year it gets better. 2025 was the best year for Akane Banashi. Even ignoring the volume releases, because the fucking Micro volume came out 2025. Incredible. The week-to-week stuff's even better. Be's aware of this. There were 3 weeks in a row during one specific performance where I kept changing my phone wallpaper because the art was that lovely and gorgeous. And I was like, oh, it has to be this. Next week has to be this. Next week has to be this. Oh, god damn it. And it's got beautiful art. It's got beautiful writing. It's just an incredible story. I love sports manga. It does everything that's good about sports manga. Like the clashing... No, because it's a picture of my girlfriend and I thank you very much. Also, if it was a picture of Sanji, it would be a picture of him with a fucking nail through his head and bashed in, and I want him dead. He's my third or fourth favourite Straw Hat a lot of the time. True, my GF Sanji One Piece, you got me there, my baby girl. But yeah, it's just got all the benefits of good sports manga and all the benefits of good shonen manga, and also just the benefits of good art manga. It's just good in every way. Yes, Sundari with a little bit. GF, yes, okay, our collective GF, our collective baby girl. But yeah, Akane Banashi, just incredible. Great year for Akane. But also additional shoutouts to Ichi the Witch. Folks, you should be reading Ichi the Witch. There's no physical volumes yet, but it's incredible. The art is done by my favourite artist in Jump. And the writing is done by the writer of Iruma, I think it's called, Demon King Iruma, which I haven't read yet. It's amazing. It's got the coolest fucking character in Shonen Jump right now. Yeah, 70% of the time, but 30% of the time I want him fucking dead. Please read Ichi the Witch. It's just really good in it. It's got a really cool character. She's a badass. She's also a black character in Jump that has no stereotypes. Like a black woman shown in Jump with no stereotypes. That doesn't happen. Also, first ever series written and drawn by a woman duo in Jump. That's cool. A shit statistic because it should have happened sooner, but also honourable mentions one other manga, which is Love Bullet, which came out in English end of the year, and it's fucking great. I really should read Gachiakata. I know nothing about Gachiakata apart from the fact that like multiple people on the server I'm in say it's really, really good, and it's got a cool art style, and I need to read it at some point. So yes, okay, Lara, now that I've got your voucher, I'll definitely make sure to never read it ever. JK, no, I'll definitely get around to it sometime this year. But yeah, Love Bullet is fantastic. Great Yuri manga. It's actually not really. People say Yuri, call it Yuri. It's not. There's not much Yuri in it, but like it's open to Yuri. It's really good. It's got some incredible, some of the best panel work I've actually seen. A really cute art style, really emotional storytelling. I've read one volume and I was like, I need to buy more. I'll probably start reading it online in the meanwhile soon enough. And anyway, so best manga is Akane Banashi. Best DLC, the Forgotten Land DLC. Best indie, Devil 2 in Chapter 4. Best old game, Grease. Alright, let's cut off a Game of the Year nominee, and then I'm going to go for a piss. Because we've been going almost an hour, and we've made barely any progress. It's fine, these are chill streams. Alright, so nominees for Game of the Year are, again, Our Detective Instinct, Farewell My Beloved, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon Legends ZA, Tell Me I Was, No Sleep for Konami Date from AI, The Somnium Files. I'm going to get rid of No Sleep for Konami Date from AI, The Somnium Files. That's not my Game of the Year. It never was going to be close. I like it though. I mean, it wouldn't be nominated. I don't nominate shite even if I played it. Fuck, how do I always forget how to strike through on... there we go. Goodbye, Konami Date. Alright, well, before we talk about him, Konami Date and Sanji One Piece would be friends, and I hate that. I think they'd hate each other for 2 seconds, and then they'd definitely have sex. And then they'd claim they hate each other, and they'd claim that they hate... Lara, I might have to just eliminate you off the face of the earth for that. I say as if I also don't carnally want Konami Date, but I don't want to carnally want him. I hate him so much. I want to push him down the stairs affectionate. Okay, so... Yeah, for speaking your truth, I'm suppressing your truth. No Sleep for Konami Date, though. It is the most spin-off game of all time. Do you just want to see the world of Somnium Files and hang out with those characters again and nothing else? Then this game is fantastic and exactly what you need. If you want anything more than that, you're not really getting it. Counter argument, lesbians, true, it's very gay, and that fucking rules. Sorry, you're right. There's three things to this game. Incredibly fan servicey, in the good way. Lesbians, God, there's so many. It's so gay, and zero escape. And those 3 things is great. Are great. Is great. That's not English. Are great. There is nothing else to that game. I beat it, I think, in about 14, 15 hours, something like that. I beat it in a few sittings, and I left, and I was like, I enjoyed that. I'm not going to think much more about it. It is so very clearly not written by Uchikoshi, but it is so very clearly written by an Uchikoshi fan. Like, there's no twist. Oh, there is a twist, but there's not really a twist, and it's a bit of, like, it's not a batshit twist. Like, the plot is not, there's not really much of a plot to it. It's just an excuse to hang out with characters that you like. True, Uchikoshi is a huge fan of his own work, but, like, you could tell this was not him, because it's less insane. But it's fun, like, it's a fun game, and it reminds me just how much I love these characters, and I love this world, and I could play 100 more AI Somnium Files games. They just make me smile. I hate Konami Date. I want him, and I hate that I want him. Have I ever played Ghost Trick? It's really good, I should play it. I really should check it out. I've heard it's actually alright. I've heard it's kind of decent. But yeah, No Sleep for Konami Date from AI, the Somnium Files, what a stupid name. It is a good game. I enjoy it, and I like the characters so much more than, like, I love the characters enough that it's like it makes up for the fact that the story is absolutely nothing. Like, I finished that game and I was just like, okay, sure. Notorious Ghost Trick hater, unbelievable. Game is too good, how am I supposed to go on? You had me in the first half. I mean, if I had a category for best game ever made, Ghost Trick would win it every year. Not even my favourite game. Ghost Trick is awful. No one should play it ever. Alright, even saying that as a joke, Laurie, you gotta stop. That's not okay. That's not okay. Without the tweed jacket on, I look like a teacher. And especially when I'm pointing at the camera. And I don't just look like a teacher, I look like a supply teacher. I look like a substitute teacher. I look like... You did go too far. Like, I'm okay with banter, but that's not banter. That's just crossing the line. I look like the substitute teacher who comes in, tries to teach the class, but everyone just decides to go on funmathgames.com instead. And doesn't listen to them. The Popeye tie is very fun Friday casual. It is. I love this Popeye tie. Thank you again, Bay, for pointing out to me. It's so good. I thought I spent some barbecue sauce on it. Oh, wait. Needs a wash. I forgot I'd done that. But yeah, so we've eliminated No Sleep for Canary Data from AI to Somnium Fad. I'm reading out that title every time. We still have Doom Me I Was, Pokemon Legends ZA, Donkey Kong Bonanza, America at World, and Detective Instinct for my beloved Game of the Year. But I'm going to go to the bathroom before we do our next category. If chat can give me a number between 1 and 15 that is not 4, 5, 7 or 10, please, for when I'm back. That would be perfect, and those will be the next categories we do. I'll be back in a couple minutes. God, I really do look like a fucking teacher.
Shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Now I look like a rector / headmaster with the glasses down. Yeah, everyone, you better have used the break to drink water, and if not, go drink water. I'm gonna drink water. Okay, I saw Lara set a serious number. 11, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we are doing best movie next. I can't fucking believe this won my best movie. All fucking movies. But also, yeah. Alright, well, honourable mention goes to Superman, which just made me happy. Just reminded me that, you know what, superhero shit can be good and fun and earnest. And really emphasis on the earnest, like after, with how cynical the MCU machine's gotten. It's just nice. It's just really fucking nice that Superman exists, and it's just a very fun but classic blockbuster that put a smile on my face. It's my second favourite movie of the year because a few days later I went to go see a movie called Friendship. And every movie I have seen since, at the very least, every movie that I've seen since that came out in 2025 has not been as good to me personally, and I don't think I've seen anyone else love Friendship as much as me. What is Friendship, you may ask? Friendship, is anyone here, apart from Bay, aware of I Think You Should Leave? Which is just a batshit insane sketch comedy show. Well, Friendship is that if it's just one sketch for about 2 hours. Let me just double check. Friendship Letterboxd. It is that for Letterboxd is not for 100 minutes. Good, I'm glad your boyfriend made you watch it because I fucking love I Think You Should Leave. So I went into Friendship knowing exactly what it was going to be. And I thought, yes, I am very pleased to know because last time I tried to reference it to you, you only knew the specific GIF from that scene that I was referencing and looked at me like I was fucking nuts. So I'm glad that you've started watching it. I've been subjecting Beta every time she visits, against her will, and I'll be subjecting her to Friendship as soon as it's on Blu-ray. Sorry, something in my throat. So yeah, Friendship is that for 100 minutes. It is incredibly funny and incredibly uncomfortable and incredibly stupid, and I don't know why it is my favourite movie of the year. I don't know why it is one of the rare movies to get my elusive 5-star. And yet for some reason it is probably the funniest fucking movie I've seen in a long time. It's a movie that I think of. Oh, it's not bad, but it's funny to say I subject you to it because it's so weird. Friendship is incredible. Friendship is. It's just. I think it is a movie that I think it's a movie that chances are a solid 50% of the population, at least 40, will not like and would hate. But I just think it is so funny. It has one of the funniest jokes I've ever seen in a thing, and I can't say what it is. I'll just say there's a scene with a frog. And I think about that scene with the frog ever so often. There's also a great scene between two characters, main character and another one, in a garage, and there's a 10-minute extended cut of that. And I'm so sad that the 10-minute... I get why the 10-minute extended cut is not in the full movie, because Jesus Christ, it would kill all pacing. I wish, pardon me, the full 10-minute cut was in the movie, because oh my god, it's incredible. Also honourable mention to Connors Within, which is just a movie that made me feel good. It just made me happy. It's one of my, I put it as my third favourite movie from 2025, and it just made me happy. There's nothing more to it. Chainsaw Man was fucking great, needless to say. It's Chainsaw Man. It's the rare anime movie that feels like a movie, not just like 3 episodes go together. And Wake Up Dead Man is a new Knives Out movie, of course. Sorry, what's going on with my throat? Let me fix this. So croaky. Look, that'll have to be good enough. Wake Up Dead Man's so good. It's a shame it's my 5th favourite movie of the year, but yeah, it's Knives Out. It's a third Knives Out movie. There's not much else to say. It's just really fucking good. Josh O'Connor can do anything. Josh O'Connor is just incredible. Standout part of just a standout movie. And I can't wait for Knives Out 4, because it's also going to be amazing. And Knives Out 5. And Knives Out 6. And Knives Out 7. They want to make these forever, and I want to watch them forever. Oh, for sure. I'm just surprised that I've got Superman. The thing is, on hindsight, I don't know if Superman is my number 2 or Connors Within is my number 3. Like, both those, I feel like I could move under Chainsaw Man and under Wake Up Dead Man. But the thing is, based off how I felt in the cinema at the moment, yeah, those 2 are above. And Friendship is still number 1 either way, and my favourite movie this year. So, yeah. Alright, Bay, it's your turn. You haven't given a number yet. Give me a number between 1 and 15 that's not been said yet. Please. And that'll be the next category we do. We have done, I think, 4 categories so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5 of 16. 13, okay. So 1, 2, 11, 12. Alright. Cool. For once I'm gonna have someone here who understands the One Piece talking for a brief moment. Because this is best One Piece chapter / moment. I've had this category for a few years now because One Piece doesn't get best manga. Lots of good and serious moments. Actually, Bale understands this as well. She remembers because I did send her out of context. Oh no, I gave her context once because it's one of the few ones I've gone. There's a lot of good and serious moments. I've literally got a censor, so this week there's a lot of good and serious moments, but I'm not gonna lie, none of those are my favourite chapter moment this year. Because my favourite moment is the one where a certain character, having only just gotten his power, names his attack Dragon. We have this cool 2-page spread of all these cool characters who are incredibly powerful, all using big attacks, and then this motherfucker just yells Dragon because he hasn't come up with any ideas yet. Yeah, like Skyrim 2, exactly. And that moment is one of the funniest gags in an already incredibly funny manga. And it's the fact that it's on one of the coolest looking pages I've ever seen in my life. It's just incredible that Oda did that. And it's so funny. It's exactly like Skyrim 2. This isn't Pulling Warning, but apparently I'm never told B about Skyrim 2 Dragon before. Well, there's nothing else to say. But yeah. I'm not sure, Lara, what your favourite One Piece moment was, but I really hope that you also appreciated Dragon! Because it's just such a funny gag. I stand by the fact that One Piece is a gag manga first, an adventure manga second, a political manga third, and then a battle shonen fourth. But it is a gag number one. Gag manga series number one. Favorite part was when Shaki did stuff. Shaki's fucking great. Oda wrote a good romance, and I can't fucking believe he wrote a good romance because it's Oda. God, the Shaki stuff was so good. The Shaki stuff's so good. God, I love One Piece. But Dragon is just so funny. Alright, I'm going to choose, I guess, next because I think everyone's had a go except Mori, and I don't know. I hate that she did nothing though. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. She got like a couple almost cool moments, and like, unfortunately, the problem was that almost. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I get you. It's cool that we got a lot more focus on her, but she didn't do enough, and I'm with you. I'm sorry as well that it took me so long to pick up on the sarcasm. That's not the autism, that's the stupidity. Now I'm going to pick coat. I don't want to put the fucking coat back on. I'll deal with it in a second. Alright, we'll go for best. We'll go for best multiplayer, which kind of wins by default because it's the only multiplayer game I've played, I think, that released this year. Oh fuck it, I played Rivals DLC. Yeah, but I kind of stopped playing as Rivals as much because I fell out of love with its design philosophy significantly. Anyway, best multiplayer is Mario Kart World. I didn't really play many other multiplayer games, and I think it's the only one I played that released that. Oh, Pokemon. Yeah, no, I don't like Pokemon Z's ranked battles. I swear I like C8. I know I've ranted about it a lot. We'll get to it. Mario Kart World. I know there's a lot of discourse about Mario Kart World. I know compared to Mario Kart fans have a lot of takes. I know Mario Kart 8 fans have a lot of takes. I know a lot of people have a lot of takes. And look, I get some of them. I think the intermission tracks, I like them. I like the intermission tracks, but I get why a lot of people don't. And I don't love them. Like, I would prefer in Grand Prix if like we had 3 laps or even 2. And I do think the fact that they've repeatedly had to fix, but then not actually changed it, like how often they appear, and 3 laps normal races appear in multiplayer, like it is, there's issues. The open world is empty as fuck, but it's very zen to chill through, very zen and chill to go through. But I'll be honest, it's Mario Kart, and it's a good Mario Kart, and I like it. I understand the discourse, I understand a lot of the negative takes. None of those things ruin it for me. It feels good to play, looks great, the music's amazing. It's Mario Kart, baby. Others like Mario Kart. And I think it's distinct enough from Mario Kart. Kind of a symptom of Nintendo to always innovate. They can just never do a straight sequel. There always has to be something. Yeah, and I think there is issues with that, but I don't think I think people are overblown. It's, as always, it frightens me when you use the proper grammar. You do it, I feel like, once per stream, and every time it just catches me off guard. But yeah, I don't think it's as bad as people say. I get why people have issues with the always innovation, but the thing is, I think it works. I think it's fine. Like, the stuff, it scares, not doesn't scare me, but there are issues with it, but I think it's fun and it's good, and I just realised, like, I'm pretty much getting all my Mario Kart worlds up out the way. But yeah, we stay saving. Like, all my stuff that I should be saving for Game of the Year 2021. But it's Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart. I think it's a good multiplayer game. Playing with friends is fun. What else is to say? The rail grinding stuff's really cool. The tricks and all that, and the wall riding is cool. I'm not good at doing it, but it's cool to watch, and it's fun, and speedruns are fun and cool, and yeah, Mario Kart's good. Nothing else to say, it's Mario Kart, mate, baby. It's just good multiplayer, innit? I'm not an 8 purist, I'm not a Mario Kart purist. I'm just, if I find the Mario Kart game fun, that's all I want. And the world is fun, and it makes me smile. Okay. Alright, I guess let's remove something. And let's remove Mario Kart World because I've pretty much just given my entire spiel. It's not my game of the year. Because as fun as it is, so I don't. It would take a lot for a multiplayer game to be my correct answer for Best Multiplayer is Kirby Riders. Okay, cool. Well, I've only played a little. I only played the demo of that bit, and I thought it was overwhelming. I do not own it. So that's your correct answer, but my correct answer is Mario Kart World, and it's better. And if anyone's like, the real correct answers are Sonic Crossroads, I don't care. I played the demo for that as well, and I was just like, this isn't Mario Kart. And it's good that it's not Mario Kart, but I prefer Mario Kart. No, when Mega Man and Pro Man are in it, Sonic Crossroads would be great. Oh hell yeah, Sam, we got to play sometime. Nice that you got a Switch 2 for Christmas as well. Mario Kart World, not my game of the year. It would take a lot for multiplayer game to become my game of the year because I'm just not super into them anymore. Smash was like the main one for me, and I don't play it much now. But Mario Kart World's a good game. All the issues I just gave, all the positives I just gave. It was a genuine good contender for Game of the Year. It's one of my favourite games of the year, for sure. Just not my game of the year. That's eliminated. Okay, let's see. Another category, because I think I'll just take control from here. We'll do we'll get best RPG, but I'm not 10th for yet because it's the same as always, except it's still Xenoblade or Dragon Quest XI S, but it's also not Metaphor because I played a lot of that, a decent amount of that at the start of the year. Finished first proper dungeon and then didn't come back to it, and I kept saying I would, and then I was too sleepy to play a big RPG. I started Dragon Quest XI S at last after having it on here for a few years. Was enjoying it, haven't made it far. Got distracted by Pokemon and other games. So that's good progress. Xenoblade. I'll get back to Xenoblade eventually. Well, nice, but Split Fiction's not an RPG, is it? Oh, multiplayer game. Come on, boy, pay attention to the categories. Fucking bozo over here. I've been playing Tetris. I thought Split Fiction. I am pretty sure Split Fiction is not an RPG. Yeah, no. I'm looking it up. This shit is not a JRPG, mate. This shit is not an RPG. Action adventure is not the same as an RPG, mate. Well, yeah, role-playing game, innit? An action game and an RPG, I mean, genres are bullshit anyway, but even if it's non-J, then just it's not a role-playing game. A role-playing game is a fucking... We're not getting into a genre debate. The same way that... Yeah, an action adventure is a different genre. That's like calling Zelda an RPG. But yeah, I do need to play Spec Fiction, but I'd need someone to play with because there's a multiplayer game in it. Undertale's an RPG. Genres are bullshit anyway. But thank you for the recommendation. But I don't own it, so it still doesn't cut it for this category anyway. But yeah, I just need to get back to Xenoblade. This category's a joke one. At some point I need to go, but I can't go until I actually beat those opportunities. But yeah, Xenoblade, Manticore, Dragon Quest XI, all of you, I need to get to that too. I mean, to be fair, I don't really like Xenoblade that much from what I've played, gameplay wise. But I promised to me I'd beat it and need to go back to it. And the story is cool from what I've seen. Okay. And anyway, it's not an RPG. Xenoblade is. I mean, Spit Fiction isn't. It's like calling the Automata an RPG. I'm only bringing this point because of the fact that I don't actually care about genre titles and think they're all bullshit anyway. Okay. I'm just gonna get Best Doctor out the way because no one gives a shit other than me, and I don't know why I keep doing this category. Because literally no one gives a fuck about it. It's a category that exists just for my self-indulgence. And then I think I should probably remove another nominee because we've got 4 left. And we're kind of starting speeding up. Wait, how many categories do we still have? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we need to remove another category, I think. Yeah, no. But we'll have to speed up a bit here with removing nominees because I've suddenly started speeding up apparently. Alright, Best Doctor Story. It's the Reality War. No, it's not. No, it's not. That joke, again, is for nobody because nobody fucking watches Doctor Who or obsessed on it the way I do. The Reality War is one of the worst Doctor Who episodes ever, and I watched it in cinema. I paid money to travel and watch it with a bestie, and it was utterly awful. And it gets worse every time I think about it. And it caused Doctor Who forum drama, which is really fucking funny. It caused really bad drama that caused multiple people, including myself, to leave the forum and to stop paying to support it. Like, you didn't need to pay to use the forum, but multiple people, including me, paid to support the forum, and we stopped because between that and actual serious shit, we didn't feel comfortable supporting very fucking white set mods. Anyway, that's not what I meant. So it's not the Reality War. Best Doctor Story is expanded media, as always. It's between the War Doctor Rises Fallen Heroes, which is a great big finish order, or the novelizations of Jubilee and Chimes and Night, both of which are also fucking great. Jubilee and Chimes are 2 of the best audios and Doctor Stories ever made, Chimes and Night being my favourite, and the novelizations are incredible and they do their own thing with both, and it's great. Dr. Ramsey's Fallen Heroes is fantastic because one of my biggest issues with all the War Doctor stuff I've ever heard is the idea of the War Doctor is, hey, here's a doctor that all the others are ashamed of because he did a lot of very reductive naughty shit. No, he did war crimes. And they're a bit embarrassed by that, and they're like, oh no, he went against our ideals. And then every War Doctor thing I've ever experienced has been like, he's just the Doctor again, but he says he's not the Doctor. He says he's worse, and other people say he's worse, but he's not been worse. And then Fallen Heroes actually, does make him more pragmatic and make him do things that he feels like he has to help stop the war, and it's incredible, and that's literally what I've been wanting from the character the whole time, and something that apparently maybe has been done a bit before in the audios I haven't touched, but generally in all the audios and everything I have touched, it's not been done, and it's pissed me off. So yeah, there you go, Best Doctor Story done out the way because I know no one else gives a shit. So we have best surprise, best anime. Oh, sorry. So we have favorite gaming experience, best episodic game, best soundtrack, best surprise, best anime. That's 5. And most excited for in 2026. So that's 6. So let's remove a Game of the Year nominee. Because I went from going at a slow, going slow pace to, that's redundant, to a very fast one. Alright, so Detective Instinct, Farewell My Beloved, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon Legends Z, Dear Me I Was. We're getting rid of Pokemon Legends Z. I think I've started it off enough. But I think it's time to actually talk about what I like about it. I went into Legends Z the least excited I have ever went into a Pokemon game made by Game Freak. I said I was damn positive and that's all I open up. Trust me, it's going somewhere. None of the trailers really excited me. I still booked my date off for it, like I always do. I always book a release date for a Pokemon game off. Well, I booked a half. No, because it was released on a Thursday and I was on no days off. I booked the Friday off and half the Thursday off. And it was only a few days before release that it hit me, and then I finally started getting excited. A lot of the mega reveals and the trailers were cool and fun. Lucha made me very happy because Lucha is one of my favourite Pokemon, Loki. Victory Bell was funny, and I just love goofy Pokemon. I drew it and everything because I just was very happy. So the game comes out, right? Before I get to that, one of the reasons I was really not super excited, and I actually was kind of worried I'd hate it, is because its battle system being real time. I'm not a fan of real time RPG combat, really, and its battle system, one second. Sorry, my attention span's so bad. I realised that I should probably update the stream notification. Oh, an hour and 20 minutes into the stream. Yeah, so the reason I keep bouncing off Xenoblade, other than, making fun of it, or being weeby, which is I just don't like the real-time combat, and I specifically don't like its version of real-time combat. So the ZA having what looked like Xenoblade combat for kids, I was just like, man, that might help a little, but I'm still not gonna like it. So, anyway, ZA's release date comes. My copy arrives, I think, 10:30, 11. I finish work at 12:30. I'm buzzing, so the lunch that I brought in the morning to eat later, I just eat while I put up the game. I start playing at 12:30. I finish at about midnight. I take one non-bathroom break throughout all of that. I do take bathroom breaks. I take one other break to eat my dinner. That's a 20-minute break. I watch a YouTube video about Pokemon during that break. I only go to bed because my eyes are tired and I'm getting a sore head because I have literally looked at screens since 9 AM to midnight, with only breaks being bathroom breaks. Most of which was playing Pokemon. I have not had a gaming session that long in a long time. I was really enjoying ZA. And I genuinely did. The battle system was not the game that kills you. It really is. Everyone I've told, including other Pokemon fans, have been like, Jesus Christ. Apart from a couple who also played the game like that. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the battle system was not... I still prefer turn-based, I always will. I think the battle system is fun enough, it's interesting enough. I never really clicked with it till the final post-game fight, and only then, because that it's the only way you can win that fight is if you fucking fully understand the combat system. And even in that, it took a few tries and all upgrades. Fuck, my favourite song of all time is playing. I'll try and not cry. I love the new Mega designs to the point where I think I like them more than the old Mega designs from Gen 6. I think, writing wise, so story wise, it is not. Story wise, it's not my favourite Pokemon game. I think nothing is ever going to beat Sun and Moon or Black and White for that. And to be honest, the story is just, I thought the story wasn't that great, but I didn't care. And then I watched a really good video essay by Sesame about the game's themes and its story and how they tie together. And I greatly to appreciate the game a lot more, even on that end, even though I didn't necessarily agree with everything. But character-wise, these are some of the best characters, if not the best, Game Freak's ever written. And this is far and away the intentionally funniest Pokemon game ever. I have been slagging off ZA repeatedly, especially the DLC throughout the stream. I really like ZA. No. Do I like it more than Arceus? No. Do I like it more than even Scarlet and Violet? No. Do I like it more than most Pokemon? No. But did I have a great time with it? Yes. I really enjoyed it. I played it like an absolute beast. By the way, after day one, I took breaks. I took a lot of breaks. I took long walks. I took care of myself over that weekend and the Friday. I learnt my lesson very quickly. And I didn't let myself do that again. I still played like 8 hours a day. Something like that. Whoops. But I did take care of myself if anyone's worried. I know how to take care of myself. I just had a very bad lapse in judgment that day. I think it's a hard game to talk about because there's so much discourse behind it and so much of that is bad faith. So it's hard to be positive or critical of it. I don't care about the texture work. I don't care about the fat fucking windows. None of that's relevant to me. I don't even notice. I don't care. I will say, I honestly think in a lot of ways it's actually the best looking Switch Pokemon game. But I really wish it had an art style. I think aesthetically it's just nothing. It just looks like here's Scarlet and Violet. Laurie, tell your fucking boyfriend to stop playing Skyrim and watch the Biscuits instead. Christ. What an unsupportive friend. I think it looks like Scarlet and Violet. If Scarlet and Violet look like good games. And I think it does look good. I don't care what people say because again, I'm not focusing on the fucking windows. I'm focusing on the characters and the Pokemon. I think those look good. The environment looks fine enough. It looks good for a Pokemon game. It doesn't look good for a 2025 game. Whatever. There we go. That's as far as I'm going. On that. I think even though it's cool that there's different instruments for each area, I didn't notice that personally. I got sick of the music, as genuinely great as it is. The game really is a bit repetitive, and especially in the DLC, but it is a fun game. I would like it to have a bit of identity, but something like that. That's the issue, it just has no identity, and I think it pissed me off because Legends Arceus had a ton of identity. It just, fortunately, looked really bad. Like, from a graphical perspective, but not an art style perspective. Was this, I think, looks pretty good. I think it looks great by 3D Game Freak standards. From a graphical perspective, again, by Game Freak standards. But there's just no aesthetic or identity to it. But the character designs are great, the writing is great, the gameplay is fun, I had a good time. The DLC, I'm glad I got on sale because Jesus Christ, that got repetitive as fuck. It's just a grind. CA is a good game. CA is not a great game. That's all there is to say. So yeah, it is of course not my game of the year. So all that's left are Detective Instinct, Farewell My Beloved, Donkey Kong Bonanza and Dear Me I Was, only 2 games left. And only 5 more categories. We'll do best soundtrack, Mario Kart World. So there's actually 2 winners for best soundtrack in Mario. So I only have 1 written, but so here's the thing, right? Mario Kart World is a £70 soundtrack with a game attached. The soundtrack is huge, and the arrangements are amazing, and there's some deep cuts. They've got an arrangement of the Draw Mario song, and it's a great arrangement. And I heard it, and I not even in game. I heard it in a playlist, and I was just like, "Hold on, is that the fucking Draw Mario song?" And it was the fucking Draw Mario song. Let me put on the Draw Mario song. Sorry, Mega Man X, go away. But I'll put on the Mario Kart World version. But I hear this, right? And I'm like, I know this song. I'm out the song in the best part of a decade. Why do I know this song? And then it hits me, and I'm like, it can't be. Why would they have that deep a cut? And then I fucking put in a Draw Mario song into YouTube, and I'm like, and the whole soundtrack's like that. Not fair. A lot of the songs are obviously just normal. I just normal songs, are songs that people know, but it's so good. There's just so many remixes. I think the soundtrack is something like 200 plus songs, something like that, and they're all just great arrangements, and it's just a really good soundtrack. So by sheer volume, by sheer numbers, Mario Kart World is easily best soundtrack of the year for me. But the thing is, Toby Fox released Deltarune's Chapter 3 and 4, didn't he? And as I told you all, Third Sanctuary. Yeah, by the way, babe, you missed Deltarune talk. It was mid Deltarune talk that I messaged you again in case you had missed the first message. Because I was like, she'll want to be here for this. And then sadly you missed it all. But Third Sanctuary is, I think, on a technical level, one of the best songs I've ever heard. Because I don't know if I ever did finish it. I think I did. It shouldn't work. In my opinion, it shouldn't work. You'll have to watch it back, I'm sorry. Should have been here when I said this, when the stream started. Unbelievable. True cram fans were. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been outside in the snow. Also, what the fuck? There's snow? We've got no fucking snow here. Huh. But yeah, I think, God, what a great song. Tom Jones, Leave. Not Tom Jones, Double Cherry Pass, but it sounds like Tom Jones. Well, yeah, Third Sanctuary is just, it shouldn't work. Those time signatures should not work at all, but it just somehow does it. I've heard all the time signatures it does use a word, and also it mixes different ones, and it's incredible, and it is a masterpiece. Wild. We've had no snow here. We've got some frost, and that's it. And even that not low, and even that's melted quite quick. But yeah, Toby Fox soundtracks, in any other year they'd be shooing for best soundtrack, but because the Mario Kart World one genuinely does feel like it's a 70 quid soundtrack with a game attached, it's so you know what, both can win, but I think no, it's Mario Kart World. Toby Fox just narrowly gets second, because again, just Mario Kart World is just incredible, the depth and breadth of the music. It is more just the breadth, but the Delta and stuff, oh my god, that's so good as well. And and the xoxo soundtrack is also really good. There's just a lot of good soundtracks. Pokemon's is good. Donkey Kong's is good. No State for Konami Datters. They just reused some of Files music, to be honest. Yeah, it's alright. Got one of the worst credit songs. They continue the trend of the worst songs I've ever heard in the credits, and I love it. Okay, I don't know if Laura's still here. I might drop her a message in a bit and just apologise. If she did I doubt she went because of the JRP, because of the RPG argument. But if she did, I feel really bad because I was exaggerating, obviously, my annoyance at that, and I don't want to be mean. So I'll drop a message later, and if she's not left, well, cool, Laurie, then fuck you, I'm not sorry at all. But yeah, so best soundtrack is Mario Kart 1, but Toby Fox, you've got this close. And best song at the very least is still Third Sanctuary. It's really close. I just love music and listening to music. So true, babe. Alright, we have done everything on the first page except best episodic game, favourite gaming experience. And in the second page it's best surprise and best anime. Final page most excited for in 2026. So we'll do best anime, and then after best anime, I'll remove one more game of the year contender. No, I'll do two more and then remove a game of the year contender. Yes. Okay, best anime. So Blue Books is frustrating because everyone I want is an amazing romance manga, right? An amazing romance anime. And no one I know wants to read it. So I am here like, read Blue Box, watch Blue Box, and everyone's like, I'm not really into romance. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I can't argue with that. And the first car was an honourable mention at the last awards show, but didn't win out because unfortunately it was competing with Dunmesh, Fearin, Dan first car, Chainsaw Man. I don't know if it was competing with Chainsaw. Anyway, it was competing with a lot. Unfortunately, this year it was also competing with another series. But Blue Box, if you're into romance, please watch Blue Box. Or read it. Either works, because the anime is beautiful. I mean, I'd say watch is not just fine. I'd even say watch, maybe overread. Maybe not overread, but like it's a gorgeously done production. It's a fantastic adaptation. And Kanye West does like fingers in his ass. But unfortunately it was competing. It came out in the year of Spy Family Season 3, which was great, by the way, and we just finished watching that recently. And it's also not my favourite anime of the year, because it is really, really good. Unfortunately, I think it did cut out slash move too much of like the fun feminist stuff, like the less actiony things, and that's my favourite thing. That's A-okay, Lara, please take care. Love you loads, thank you for tuning in, but yeah, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, have a lie down. Take care, okay? Hope you feel better soon. But yeah, best anime is Dandadan. Like, let's be honest, it's the second core of Dandadan. Dandadan's fucking good, right? I know that's like the coldest take ever, but gorgeously animated, absolute batshit writing, really good heart and emotions to it. Really just focuses on the characters first. Which, again, that's something I really love. It's just... yeah, absolutely love you, Dan. Like, the manga's great. The anime's elevated it both seasons, and I just think... Dan did not deserve to win last year because it really was coming with Furin and Dunmesh. But it is, like... any other year, Dan Season 1 would have won. And the thing is, Season 1 is better than Season 2, I think. But Season 2 is just still amazing. I love Gigi. I love fucking mecha battles. I will say Season 2, I wish maybe the Evil Eye arc was a bit shorter. I think maybe it goes on a bit too long. But it's fine. It's still really, really good. GT's great. The character writing's great. It basically is amazing. The openings and endings are as good as they were beforehand. I was watching Witchwatch. I knew there was another honourable mention for best anime that narrowly wouldn't win because it was unfortunately competing with Dandadan. Witchwatch has got so close because it isn't. I highly recommend Witchwatch if people like comedy. It's a gag, primarily gag manga with some battle shonen and stuff in it, but it's primarily gag. Like, not One Piece primarily gag, I mean, it is a gag manga that occasionally has a plot come in when it has to. And the manga's good, but I've always struggled to recommend it because it's very wordy, dialogue heavy. It feels almost like a sitcom in that way. The anime fixes that, and the anime adds its own guys. There's one bit where for some reason there's a Smash Bros. Reveal trailer reference that wasn't in the manga. Don't know why, but it made me pause and laugh for like 2 minutes because it's me, and that's the kind of gag for me. So I highly recommend Witchwatch. It's amazing. Unfortunately, Dandadan came out, so Dandadan. Alright, that's best anime. We're gonna do best surprise because my most excited for mentions it. And then after best surprise, we'll remove one more nominee. And then after that, it's just favourite gaming experience. Best episodic game. Did I do best episodic? No, I've not. But I talked about it. Stuff tied to it with best indie. Best episodic. Favourite gaming experience. And most excited after this. So best surprise. There was only ever one thing, and this is not games related. So. Backstory first. Back in 2 seconds actually. Back, sorry. It was just messing low, an apology. As I said I would. Okay, so back when I was at uni, this would have been, I don't actually know when I got into this first band. All of the two. It would have been second, maybe third year of uni. So that would have been 2013, 2014. Jesus Christ, I'm old. Okay, well, I know 2026 now, but we're a couple of days in, so I'm doing the math on 2025. 12, 13 years ago. Yes. No, 11, 12 years ago. 11, 12 years ago. I was maybe a bit beforehand. I know, right? I was really into, before I met or knew anyone watching this stream. And some of you are my old people I've known like really long. Like, it wouldn't be long before I met you, I don't think, but a little bit before I met you. Maybe a bit earlier than this, I was into the band The Megas, who I'm still into. We are a band to do covers of Mega Man music with lyrics that tell a bit of a story, but up until this point, never much at one. And then they released History Repeating, which is fucking great and does have a story, much more of a definitive, clear story, and thematic resonant, like thematically rich lyrics, blah blah blah. A friend of mine used to argue with me that, like, no, the Proto Men are better, and I was like, they apparently actually are about Mega Man, and I've listened to their first album, and I'm not into it. And I really wasn't into their first album, because the first album it's a lot less clean, it's a lot more grungy, and a lot less polished. But I gave it another try at some point, so I wasn't super into it, but I listened to Proto Man Act 2, which is a lot more 80s and more polished, and I fucking fell in love with that immediately, and eventually I agreed to love Proto Man Act 1. I actually recently got CDs of Proto Man Act 1 and 2, they're both up on my shelf. I'm not going to go get them because I can't bother moving. It's cool to own. I think I have Proto Man Act 1 actually in my little CD player here. I bought myself a CD player, by the way, last year. Like, because I bought the Sword and Shield soundtrack at a retro and import game store, and then I was like, oh well, I know I'm getting some other stuff. It's a cool looking CD. Anyway, so Proto Man, they are a rock opera band who do a loose telling of the Mega Man storyline. Very nice. But what's cool is, because it's a full-blown rock opera, they've got liner notes that are straight up a narrative. Like, you've got a narrative with lines. You need the liner notes to fully follow the narrative. They're great. I really loved Act 2 back then. I agreed to love Act 1. I used to argue with this, and I was like, and even once I moved past that, I was like, they're doing different things. You can't really compare them. The Megas are straight up just Mega Man music, with Proto Man are loosely based Mega Man. I love both. I do prefer the Proto Man now as music genre. Anyway, so there's the balance thing. So I have been a Proto Man fan for about 11-12 years. Because my friend did push me to give them another go and got me into them. Proto Man released the first single for Act 3 in 2015. It became a meme and a joke that Proto Man Act 3 was never coming. I accept Proto Man Act 3 was not coming. I think it was halfway through my holiday in Cyprus with family that I get a notification from Bandcamp, which is weird because I don't normally get notifications from Bandcamp, telling me... No, I don't get a notification from Bandcamp. I get all those after. Because what I see on Facebook or Instagram, one of the two, an image, an edit of a Mega Man image that says album complete. So I'm like, what? No way. Well, this can't be real. So I look up Proto Man Act 3 coming is open for pre-orders. The pre-order, they will release 1 to 2 songs a week until the final Bandcamp Friday of day in December, and then the full album comes out in January. I'm like, this is Ace Attorney 2, or Ace Attorney Investigations 2 getting localized levels of shock, right? Because I thought Act 3 was not good, right? You know how everyone else reacted to Silk Song? This was my Silk Song. Because I thought Act 3 was lost media. I didn't even think lost media. I thought it wasn't ever coming. I thought they hadn't even really started it. I thought the Proto Man have just kind of accepted that it's not coming out and they're becoming a touring band and nothing else, and that's okay. That's fine. At least I can listen to the old albums. And oh boy, I'm listening to Light Up the Night. I'm listening from Act 2 on loop. I'm like so into it. Anyway, Act 3 is real. I pre-ordered it, obviously, immediately. I even pre-ordered the physical so I could get the liner notes. I was so tempted to not do that because shipping from Bandcamp. So the album itself, not expensive. Shipping? Ooh, shipping hurts. Like $25 for a $10 album. It's gonna be worth it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna listen to all 3 albums on the CD player in one go after I've listened to the one repeat, which by the way I've been doing thanks to the pre-order songs. Proto Man Act 3 is fucking great. Proto Man Act 3 is real. Proto Man Act 3 is fucked up because they may or may not have released the full album, but we don't know yet. But the final Bandcamp Friday song fucked with us all. Scotland moment, yeah. The band actually apologised to me about because I was like, when I pre-ordered, when I ordered Act 1 too, I was like, oh, the shipping's expensive, but I want to support the band. No, we're so sorry. If there's anything we could do about the shipping costs, we would. And I was just like, they didn't need to say that. That was really nice of them, though. But yeah, best surprise is Proto Man Act 3. Please listen to the Proto Man. Even if you know nothing about Mega Man, even if you have no interest in Mega Man, you really do not need to know much. Act 1, you might struggle a bit more to get into because of the fact it sounds so different. But Acts 2 and 3, very 80s car. If you love cheesy 80s rock opera, you'll love it. They've also got a really fucking great Queen cover album. And a really great general cover album. Alright. That's best surprise. I'm going to remove one more Game of the Year nominee. And then I'm going to bathroom again. So our remaining Game of the Year nominees are Detective Instinct's Farewell My Beloved, which by the way, I remember, that was my honourable mention for Best Indie, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Dear Me I Was. And you know what, I think it's time to get rid of Best Indie here. Again, by the way, Bay, in case you've been wondering why Deltoon's not been nominated for Game of the Year, it's because I don't feel comfortable having an episodic game. Like a part of a game nominated, competing against everything else. It's my Game of the Year, straight up. Like, if you include it, but it felt wrong to me to have it included, so I didn't. Even though Deltoon Chapter 3 and 4 are essentially full games, Chapter 4 is my Game of the Year. It didn't feel right, you know? Anyway, so Detective Instinct Farewell My Beloved is really, really good. That the E is not the only... No, it was the only issue, never mind. I thought you made another typo, but the lack of the E just jumbled my brain. Okay, Detective Instinct Farewell My Beloved. It is a game that I had been following the dev of for a wee bit now, because the lead developer, who is also a musician, did a cool video on why Turnabout Sisters, the song, gets people emotional. And then he advertised his game at the end, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. His game is essentially a what if people still made DS era visual novels, or GBA era visual novels, you know, like detective games. And anyone who knows anything about me knows that I grew up on that shit. I grew up on DS detective games. I love Professor Layton, I love Hotel Dusk. Everyone knows I love Ace Attorney. But what's cool about Detective Instinct here is, unlike every other indie game inspired by Ace Attorney, it's not aping Ace Attorney gameplay. Like, from what I played of Of the Devil, because again, I've not played much yet, I've only played Chapter 0, it's kind of almost more Danganronpa in a way, but it's kind of Danganronpa slash Ace Attorney. Paper Poetry is great. It's very obviously Ace Attorney. Tyrion Cuthbert, still hate its name, Attorney of the Arcane, is just Ace Attorney if there was magic. That's it. That's literally, like, and more anime-ish designs. But it's great. Those are all great. But this decides it's going to actually be more directly, gameplay-wise, taking from Famicom Detective Club, a series I only got into in 2024. But unlike Famicom Detective Club, it's actually, well, I say unlike, the modern day Famicom Detective Club game, Emio, which got my best experience with last year. It's like that, and unlike the remakes of the original ones, it seems to actually understand and grasp the idea of, hey, we need some actual signposting here. And it's great. It really is a love letter both to Famicom Detective Club and to that, like, the DS and GBA era of detective games. And you can tell the passion. Like, I read an interview from the developer that was like, he specified the difference between an ADV, so adventure game, specifically like Ace Attorney or and visual novel. And it's like, I don't care about that distinction. I'll call Ace Attorney visual novel. I know it's technically wrong, but I don't care, because again, I think genres are bullshit. But when I read that, I was just like, oh, this is the guy who knows his stuff. This is the guy who loves the genre. And that love shows out the game. It's 5 hours long. I think I literally beat it 5 hours and no minutes. It's a delightful little mystery game. The art is gorgeous. Please, I'm gonna actually straight up send the trailer. The art is gorgeous. The music is gorgeous. The writing is great. And it just also. Don't know if this is the trailer I was thinking of. Any trailer works. It's also woke as fuck. That's not where I was going with the sentence, but yeah, it's also woke as fuck. It is a story that's very critical of how people treat immigrants and migrants, and that fucking rules. And it is critical of the police state. For a game that's got detective in the name, it's not very pro-cop. It rules. But here's the sorry, I know I'm gushing a lot about it, and I'll have to talk about why it's not my game of the year at the moment. Here's the level of detail, right? For throwing back in that era. The opening bit, like with the logo and the team that made it, is a bit crunchy. Just a little bit compressed. The fonts as well, like on the chapter font, like chapter 1, chapter 2, just a little bit crunchy and a little bit compressed, and clearly intentionally so. Like, I played this on my Switch too, and on TV, and neither time did that look clear, and I'm just like, it hit by a wave of nostalgia, because that's exactly what it was like playing Zero Escape, that's exactly what it was like playing in everything, and it just like, when you've got that level of detail, it's got a golf mini game. In a 5 hour long, at tops, long detective game. It's great. That indie scrunchiness. But the thing is, the indie scrunchiness by design, and it's just so good. I think I think it's big. This is one of the few games that I can say is too short, and it's a fault. I don't think it should be much longer. Another hour or two would have been nice. No, but I know what you mean. Not mainline scrunchiness, exactly. I know what you mean by. It's too short. I wish that I had a bit more time with those really well written characters, and the mystery itself is good. You don't get much control over it, and I saw a lot more people be more critical of that than me. I don't mind too much. You really do, like, you get to control. You get some control, and you get to do some mystery solving. The final solutions and stuff are more thrown at you than, you get to deduce yourself. And that's a damn shame. It's great. It's one of the best games I've played all year. I really, really love it, and I highly recommend it. I think it's not super expensive on Steam or Switch. I had got it on Switch. It's on both. I didn't know it was on Switch. I was literally about to get it on Steam on release day. Then I learned it was on Switch, and I was like, yeah, no, this is a Switch game. This is a game I am going to play as soon as I'm back from whatever it was I was taking in town. I'm going to get cozy in the covers and play a little bit in bed. And I did that. And then I beat it over a weekend. And it was just delightful. So I highly recommend Hopes and Dreams You Can Wait, because I need the bathroom, and your Hopes and Dreams, and you're my second favourite song in the game. But yeah, Detective Instinct Farewell My Beloved. Well, farewell my beloved. Haha. No, it's a really good game, highly recommend. It would be best indie if Deltarune didn't fucking exist this year. I did not play Silksong, by the way. I did not touch Silksong because I haven't touched Hollow Knight, and those games are hard, and that scares me. I also have not played Expedition 33, or rather, I played a tiny bit of it, and like 2 minutes just to see if it would run on my laptop. It did not work well, and that's a game I'm going to have to play when I actually own a Steam Deck. I'll finally replace this gaming laptop with something better. Anyway, I'm going to nip to the bathroom one last time, and then we're going to do the last 3 categories And the Game of the Year winner between Donkey Kong Bonanza and Dear Me I Was. Let's be honest, Dear Me I Was. I don't know if anyone who will have even heard of that, which is exciting to talk about that when we get there. But I am going to go nip to loo. So back in a few minutes. Go hydrate.
Shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
It's a shame that Hopes and Dreams is playing. Oh, wrong view. It's a shame that Hopes and Dreams. I just realised I don't think chat's actually been appearing on the stream throughout. I don't know if I actually set it up here. But oh no, I did. Okay, cool. Hopes and Dreams would have been an appropriate song, I think, for Game of the Year, but we still have a couple categories left. So let's get these out of the way first. Most excited for. I hope everyone got some water, stayed hydrated during the break. I've been going for about 2 hours. We're almost done though. And then I have an announcement or two. Oh, really only one. But okay. Anyway. Oh, and just to be super mysterious, Bay and Sam, I think you two especially will love this announcement. But that's at the very end of the stream. So if you can stick around till then, you'll be happy. Okay, most excited for in 2026. And this is my put best surprise above, or before this. The full release of Proto Man Act 2, right? Like, it's not my most of this list, because there's actually one more thing above all of this, but honorable mention, full release of Proto Man Act 3, and just find out if there's more songs, and just, you know, an album that's 15, 16 years making. I forgot to say that. Proto Man Act 2 came out in 2010. 2011, came out in 2011. Proto Man Act 3 comes out in early 2026. Fucking nuts. It comes out next Friday. I can't believe it. Digitally. And then my physical, who knows when that'll arrive. 2 weeks later, maybe? I think the physical comes out end of January. Anyway, it'll be here hopefully in February. Full release Proto Man Act 3. Really, folks, please listen to it. One Piece live action season 2. I've not had a place for that. Well, I used to have a best TV show section. I wouldn't have had one this year either. I haven't watched enough TV. But Open season 2. Whoops, not the mic. Super excited for that. One Piece live action is good, and I still can't believe it. More YouTube stuff. I am cooking with ideas. I've got a few ideas, one of which is a big one. It's my most ambitious project ever. I'll be announcing that at the end of the stream. I've not started on it, by the way, so announcing it might be a mistake. It might be like that cram direct I did, where I didn't actually do anything in that direct apart from try and play Mother 1 in it until I gave up because I wasn't enjoying it. And the Barry challenge that came out a year later. Games-wise, though, there's actually only one thing I was super excited for, and then unfortunately I'm less excited now. I was super excited for the new Professor Layton game, and then the CEO has been completely fucking nuts about AI, and everything he says about AI. I'm putting this jacket back on. I'm cold as fuck. I need the heating back on. I need the electric blanket on high tonight, baby. But yeah, the CEO of Level 5, who is also unfortunately the guy directly behind Professor Layton, is very pro AI, and when called out on stuff he said about AI, he doubled down on it. Well, he didn't double down on the specific thing he said. He was like, I didn't say that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant this other thing. And then somehow... What the oh, there's my phone. And then somehow the thing he said instead, as a correction for that, thank you, Bay, for reposting that. I much appreciated. The thing he said instead was worse. And it's like, oh, so... and I hope to still buy Layton. If it's not got Gen AI in it, I'll buy Layton. If it does, I think I begrudgingly have to not buy Layton. And I shouldn't buy it at all. I need to open with my wallet and not support level 5 at all. But, it's a new Professor Layton game, man. It hurts. So yeah, this should be a game that I was most excited for. That's the only game I'm excited for that I can think of. If there's anything else, it's not been announced yet, I don't think. I mean, I'm super excited for Mega Man 12, but that's in 2 years' time. Anyway, the main thing's none of those. Because the main thing I'm excited for is Pokemon's 30th anniversary. And whatever the fuck they're doing for that. Oh, best anime should have been Pokemon Horizons, because it just peaked. Oh, well, too late now. Still damn bad. It does just suck. It really does. But God, I need to wear this tweed jacket more. I mean, I don't think I can button it up, and it's too big and fat now, but it's such a nice jacket. Winter Car came out like yesterday, and I can never play it until the I sit somewhere. Not heard of my Winter Car, but that really sucks. I'm so sorry, bae. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, no, it sucks. It's AI shit. So sick of AI. Absolute nightmare. But yeah, Pokemon's 30th next year. There'll be announcements for Pokemon Day. Gen 10 is almost certainly going to be real. Pokemon Champions is coming. I guess kind of excited for that, but I played Pokemon Showdown. I don't need official Pokemon Showdown. But yeah. Pokemon 30th is next year. Pokemon is almost as old as me. The same age as my partner, who I love and care about a lot. Pokemon is the same age and older than a lot of fans, I know. I think it will be. I mean, it's me. I don't think there's been a bad year for Pokemon. I guess last year because there wasn't a release, but like as in 2023. But like that's fine. That was a good year because there wasn't a release. But yeah, I'm just excited for Pokemon's 30th, and call me a show if you like. I don't give a shit. I'm just excited. It'll be good. Alright, before we get to best episodic game and favourite gaming experience, no, we'll do those first. Best episodic game, Deltarune. I've made it pretty clear. Right, I need to be clear. Solo Sovereignty is fucking amazing. It's a visual novel by GGDG. I haven't played Chapter 3 yet. And maybe that would have been enough to eke it out, but like it's amazing, it's incredible. Chapter 2 is stunning. If you like women's wrongs, you will love or clown girls. I mean, I don't like clown girls, but I like this one. You'll love Soul Sovereignty. If you like good writing, you like Soul Sovereignty. If you like good art, you like Soul Sovereignty. Soul Sovereignty. I keep forgetting it's Soul of Sovereignty because they usually just call it Soul Sov themselves. But yeah, Soul Sov is just amazing. I highly recommend. I think Bacon Bunch as well. Unfortunately though, Deltarune is an episodic game which released 2 episodes this year, and Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 are both amazing, and Chapter 4 especially for all the reasons I gave for best indie game. It's the best episodic game. This category just exists just for Deltarune. I'm a little bit for Soul Sov, mostly for Deltarune. If I'm rushing a bit at the end here, it's because I'm tired and I've been going for 2 hours, so I'm sorry. Favourite gaming experience, there's actually... So... Why is this cable so... This... I really need to... Yeah, no, Sovereign Soul is very much not what it's called. That's the opposite. Not the opposite word-wise, like opposite in structurally, I guess. Okay, so a couple things here. So Chapter 4, but I can't just call that my favourite gaming soon. Deltarune Chapter 3, his final fight, could be so on, could be it. But it's not. Chapter 4's entire sequence of the 3rd century could be it for the reasons I've given multiple times, but it's not. But I'm doing an honourable mention real quick first before I give the real one, which is from Chapter 4, Deltarune. The final section of Donkey Kong, similar to the final section of Mario Odyssey, is absolutely amazing. Like, the team behind those games, like the Mario Odyssey team, sorry, just know how to do an awesome climax. And yeah, the Donkey Kong climax, I really cannot and will not spoil it, is awesome. Like, the final hour of that game is great. And hour and a half is just awesome. It really is the best part of that entire game, and the entire game is good. I don't like the post game, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, it's just really, really cool. Unfortunately, Delta in Chapter 4 gave me a new vocal stim and made me laugh really, really hard. And that's enough, as we've already learnt from Dragon, that's enough to win an award. Because, yep, my favourite gaming experience 2025 is 100%, definitely, You're Taking Too Long. The other honourable mention for Deltarune is I'm Old. But to be fair, I'm Old is like straight up just, he's my favourite. He's maybe my favourite character in all of Deltarune now. He's up there. He's then my favourite supporting character after Lancer anyway. But You're Taking Too Long has actually just rewired my brain chemistry. It's a fun fight. It's a funny fight. It's a banger song. It's just a remix of a joke song. It's Toby Fox maybe having lost his mind. It's a YouTube poop. It's incredible. It's my favourite gaming experience this year. Let's go over the categories now, folks. Coming soon from your house. Coming soon from your house. Yeah, okay. That's also, God, all of Deltarune. All of Deltarune could be there. All Deltarune for could be best gaming experience. But again, that's not the spirit of what that category's become. Alright, we're going to go from bottom to top. Here's the winners of every other award, and then we'll do Game of the Year. Most excited for in 2026. Pokemon 30th Anniversary. Best RPG, Xenoblade. Best RPG I own but haven't had time to play yet. Xenoblade, Dragon Quest XI-S, and Metaphor. Best One Piece chapter moment, Dragon! If I didn't have neighbours or I just lived in a house, oh, you know I'd be yelling that. Best Doctor Who story, Or Dr. Rouse's Fallen Heroes, Jubilee, or Chimes of Midnight. Best movie, it's Friendship. It's fucking Friendship. Why is the stupidest movie I've ever seen in my life my favourite movie of the year? Best manga, I can't even pronounce it. Unfortunately, I put it back in the shower, so I can't whip it out again. Best anime. Yeah. But yeah, I never checked to see if you read it, Canny. I probably haven't. We probably talked about it. I'll save that for when I'm up to visit soon. Best anime, it's Dandadan again. Best surprise, Pokemon Act 3. If you don't want to listen to the whole album, at least listen to all three albums. Light's Last Stand from Act 3 and Light Up the Night from Act 2. Those two songs alone are just masterpieces. Best DLC, Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Star-Crossed something. I've forgotten what the DLC was called. Star-Crossed. 2 seconds. I'm totally not just opening backlog to check again. Star-Crossed World. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but then I was like saying it myself. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Star-Crossed World. Best multiplayer, Mario Kart World. Best indie is Deltarune Chapter 4 or Detective Instinct. Best old game is Grease. Best soundtrack is Mario Kart World, with Deltarune being best in a different way. Best episodic game is Deltarune, because it really does deserve every accolade possible. And Chapter 4 really is my game of the year. Favourite gaming experience? You're Taking Too Long. And now for my Game of the Year award. It wasn't Detective Instinct Farewell, my beloved. It wasn't Mario Kart World. It wasn't Pokemon Legends ZA. Wasn't No Sleep for Konami Date from AI The Somnium Files. It's either Dear Me I Was or Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I'm sad to say it is not Donkey Kong Bonanza. I will have to tell you what the fuck Dear Me I Was in a moment. But let me give the eulogy for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a game that the first few trailers and treehouse streams I thought looked pretty cool, pretty alright, and nothing more. And then I watched more stuff with it over, and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of fine with this more, it looks pretty good. I still don't really love it. I'm happy with Mario Kart World being my only Switch 2 game. Bay's giving the ellipses. Bay's not happy that Donkey Kong didn't win, is she? Bay's raging, isn't she? Bay's fuming. The ellipses almost certainly mean something else. I don't know what they mean. Donkey Kong Bonanza, so I wasn't super excited for it. And then the reviews came in. And this was getting consistently 9 out of 10. 4.5 stars, 90%. And I'm like, people are talking about this as if it's the best fucking platformer ever made. Donkey Kong more like Monkey Dong. Why did I almost say it's Monkey Dong? Fuck off, Bay. Love you loads. And I'm like getting really curious. And then I go on to loaded /CD keys, and I say I can get a few pounds off. And more importantly, and more relevantly, I also get studio applause. So true. I get a slight refund. Not a slight refund. I get a small refund from some of my I got distracted. From my student loans. Apparently I overpaid it one year, and I got like 100 and something, I think. Enough to get me DK. So I buy DK. I'm like still apprehensive about it. I buy DK. And within an hour, well, no, I play about an hour, and I'm like, it's pretty good, but I don't get it. Within 2 hours, I'm kind of getting it, but not fully. Within 3, once I entered the first Rio layer, oh my god, I am getting it. I am understanding why people love this game, and are talking about it, and buzzing for it so much. And I keep playing it, and I keep playing it, and I keep playing it. And every time I stop playing it, I'll go back to playing it. Or I'm thinking about playing it. I'll go to visit my main man, Muffles. We both play it, parallel play. We're roughly the same place. And then I stopped playing it for a little bit to focus on other games. I can't remember what now. There was a reason I had wanted to focus on other stuff. And he mad overtakes me, and I'm fucking raging about it. And it's great. It's really, really good, and I keep playing it, and it's just really fun. The bonanzas are fun to use, the music is great, it's a gorgeous game, it really shows off what Switch 2 can do. Even when it does chug a bit, like when you punch and stuff, it would have blown up any Switch ones. The chugging just makes things feel more satisfying. It's just the movement is great, you can tell it's the Odyssey team, the level design is great. I really love this game. And then, as I've already said, that final section, the climax of the game is incredible. And I called stuff that was in the climax. Did I call it? No, I didn't call it. I got spoiled on it. But I didn't know how it was going to happen. That was it. I got spoiled because back when I thought I wasn't going to get the game, like, you know what, I just want to find out about this thing. Okay, cool. And then once I got the game, I was like, okay, well, I don't know how this happens, but I'm excited to find out. And it was great, and it was amazing, and it's fun and funny, and it's great. And I'm so happy, and I really like Donkey Kong Bonanza. And I'm like, you know what, I like it slightly more than Mario Odyssey. This is one of my favourite games ever. And then I played a post-game. No, I need to be clear, I did not need to 100% Donkey Kong Bonanza. I wish I didn't. Unlike Kirby, which was a joy to 100%, this was a slog. I hated 100% of Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I don't like most of the post game. I'll be honest. I only really did 100% because I was already wanting to get every banana, and then I learned to get, but I didn't care about getting every fossil. Then I learned to get every banana, you need every fossil. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'll get every fossil. So I grinded for every fossil. I should have gotten every fossil throughout the game, so this was my fault. And then once I have every banana, I learned you need more than just every banana to get every skill. You need to buy bananas. And I'm like, at this point, I have every fossil and I have every banana. I might as well go for every fucking skill. So it's more grinding, and it's just tedious at this point. And the thing is, none of this would be as bad if it weren't for the fact that I don't really like the post-game levels much. I like 2 of the Bonanza levels, I remember right. I explicitly love 1, kind of like 2. I like 2. Thought 1 was okay. I might be missing my Malman Bonanza there. I'm not going to check. I don't care enough. Point is, I hated at least 2. I thought at least 1 was okay, and I loved at least 1. And if there's another one that I'm missing, then I guess I liked it too. And I'm just like, other people I've spoken to are like, nah, that's when the game clicked with me and it made me want to replay. And I'm like, cool, happy for you. This left me with a sour taste in my mouth, but a game I really, really liked. And the thing is, like, it's one of those games, it's like it's a very much a popcorn game. In the moment, I loved it. I haven't thought much about Donkey Kong since. Like, I've actually moved it further down on my favourite games list. Because I'm not thinking about it much, unlike a lot of the other games I've even mentioned on this stream. And I don't really want to touch it again. At the moment, I might eventually. But because of how much I hated the post game, I really don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch it until that's unsoured the game for me. And then when I do eventually replay, I'm not playing the post game really. I'm definitely not 100% completing the game or grinding it. But I really need to be clear. Donkey Kong Bonanza is one of the best modern platformers ever made. It is incredible. Like, it is a really, really, really amazing game. And no matter what my issues are with the post game, I highly recommend it. If you like platformers, you like Nintendo games, you will love Donkey Kong. He's a funny monkey. Pauline is a delight. She should have been annoying, like child sidekicks often are, but she's really well written and really charming and really funny, and just the game is a blast, and it is some of the most fun I've had all year. And if Dear Me I Was didn't exist, it would be my game of the year, not counting Deltarune, because it really is just it deserves its Game of the Year nomination at the Game Awards. Like, I have issues with it as I've been getting into. I really cannot overemphasize. I'm only doubling down on these because I love the game as a whole. You know? I really love the game as a whole. And that makes my issues with it hurt more, you know? Does that make sense? It's so good though. Really love DK Bonanza. Highly recommend. And I'm not even the biggest DK fan. I don't really care. I've never played much of Country. I couldn't really get into as a teenager, and it's something I want to go again. This is such a love letter to Country and Donkey Kong fans, and I love it so much. And it's just a great game. Anyway, do people want to know what the fuck Dear Me I Was is? Because I don't think anyone knows what this is. During the they don't call it direct, but during the presentation that Arc System Works did, the one that everyone thought was going to be all fighting games, and then it was mostly not fighting games, they show something clearly done by the art director of Sing, and R.I.P. Sing, great DS era company, but the art director of Hotel Dust, Last Window, and Another Code. I've not played Another Code yet. I only want Switch. I need to play them at some point. And this trailer is gorgeous. It's rotoscoped. It's beautiful, And the description says it's a visual novel with no dialogue. And I'm like, I'm buying this no matter what. It is an hour long. It has almost no gameplay. There's a little bit. It's for slight immersion. You could get rid of it and make this an hour long movie. The gameplay does nothing. I cried at least twice. And it's like, it's not look back levels good, but it's like look back in that I just sat there after and I was just like, oh god, why is Megalovania when I'm playing while I'm talking about a piece of art that really hit me emotionally? Thanks, Sans. Fuck's sake, worst timing possible. This is when Undertale should have played. It hit me and just made me think, man, I fucking love art. I love art. This is gorgeous. It's like £6. It's so cheap. It's an hour long. It's so short. And I'm like, I sit there after. I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy to be a human with emotions who can appreciate art. You know, I don't know if that's a thought other people have had. I don't know if that's a normal thought. But as someone who grew up a bit emotionally repressed and due to a mix of autism and toxic masculinity, and sometimes I even remember saying to people, like, I wish I was a robot so I wouldn't have emotions. Like, for me, it's like being able to cherish these moments is like a big thing for me, you know? I'm a very emotional human being and I am very proud and happy and comfortable being so. But anyway, I felt a lot of things. I cried multiple times at Dear Me, I Was. It's literally just the story of a woman's life. You see her as a child, all the way up to her as an old lady. It's a little bit gay. Is it actually canonically gay? No. But is it gay coded as fuck? Oh my god. This woman is bisexual and you can't tell me otherwise. But it's beautiful. It's so short and so lovely and so sweet. I don't know fully how the games and stuff works, babe, but if you ever get Switch 2, I will share my digital copy with you or whatever. It's incredible. I really love Dear Me, I Was. I'm going to put it in chat just so people can... Because it was made by Arc System Works, I don't think it counts as an indie game, but it's barely a game, I'll be honest. It's not really a game. But it's on Switch and Switch 2. It was a Switch 2 exclusive for some reason for a while before going to Switch 1. The only exclusive thing that made sense for that would be in the mouse controls, and even then, again, it's barely gameplay. But yeah, it's incredible, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous art. Good Night is an appropriate song for it. And I'm so happy it exists. And yeah, it's not, I'll be honest, was never a question what my favourite game was this year. It was always Delta and Chapter 4 or Dear Me, I Was. Thank you for tuning into the Biscuits. Let me just go over our winners one last time. It's TV times just... We've reached the end of the Undertale soundtrack and it's TV time started playing. And you know what? There's something kind of scary about that. Oh, just so you know, according to YouTube Music, Power of Neo 2.7 million plays, Megalovania 41 million plays. Hopes and Dreams 34, Save the World 8.2, Undertale Asgard 23. Undertale is 14 million. That's unappreciated. We're going to play Undertale while I go over these. Actually, no, we should play. I think it makes sense to do. Bring it in, guys. As we go over the awards one last time, winners one last time, and then I make my final announcement. So, from bottom to top, most excited for 2026, Pokemon 30th. Best RPG I own but haven't had time to play it. Xenoblade or Dragon Quest 11S or Metaphor. Best One Piece chat at the moment. Dragon! Best Doctor Design. More Doctor Rises from Heroes, 2 billion times midnight. I forgot I was going to make a disgusting joke about the round 2 hour. That's to do with the drama. Best movie, Friendship. Best manga, Kane Banashi. One Day It Will Fall. Maybe to Ichi. If anything's going to do it, it's Ichi or Love Bullet, I think. Maybe One Piece, depending on what. But again, One Piece can't be nominated, so yeah, no, it's only those two. Or Frieren. But it depends on when Frieren stops these hiatuses. It'd be Ippo. It's not going to be Ippo. Ippo's so good, but right now it's not amazing. Best anime, Dan the Dan. Best surprise, Pokemon Act 3. We light up the night, baby. I'd play it right now, but I don't know. I don't think I should. Also, I can't talk over the vocals. Best DLC, it's gotta be Dark Crust World. I almost forgot again. Best Mario Kart World. So many worlds. Best indie, Delta and Chapter 4 or Detective Instinct. But it's Delta and Chapter 4. Detective Instinct's amazing though. Best old game, Grease. Or Mega Man 3, but it's Grease. Best soundtrack, Mario Kart World. Best episodic game, it's Deltarune, obviously. Specifically Chapter 4, but Chapters 3 and 4 are both good. Favourite game, sort of to xoxo though. Meaning to play Chapter 3. I mean, wanted to play it before this stream. One play it in December. One play it on release date, but I just haven't had time. I was going to play it earlier today, and then just the vibes were wrong, and I played some Mega Man X instead. I was just like, it's beautiful, and I love it, and I'm just not really feeling it. So I didn't force myself to it, because I don't want to resent it. Favourite gaming experience, honourable mention Duncan's climax, but it is You're Taking Too Long, and my game of the year 2025. Beating Detective Instinct, Farewell My Beloved, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon NCAA, and No Sleep for Konami Date from AI to something about is Dear Me I Was. Alright, is everyone ready for the YouTube announcement? This is the big YouTube announcement. Because before that, just a reminder, this is my last stream for the foreseeable future. I've been streaming for years now, on and off. I was streaming, I don't even remember when I started streaming now. But I kind of was losing my passion. Turnout was low. Not going to begrudge anyone for that. Everyone has lives. Streaming uses a lot of energy, like a lot more than you expect, because it's not just playing a game. You're interacting with people. And iPatchwork actually put it really well in one of the recent regular iPatchwork videos of even if you don't realise that you're putting on a performance when you're streaming, and yeah. I don't think streaming cram's particularly different from regular cram. There's probably minute differences I haven't noticed, and doing that kind of performance for hours on end can be exhausting. I just wasn't really enjoying it as much anymore. So I'd love to bring back Mother Mondays one day, but I don't. I need a break from streaming and potentially quit streaming. I would love to do my original plan of beat 1000 Year Door and then either see if there's a lead stream Super Mario, or if not, just play Bug Fables instead. Preferably stream both. I'm now just going to play both off stream. I think a big part of it was just playing the AI and taking so long because I just often was too tired or not in the mood to stream, and I just realised that I was too tired to stream or not in the mood to stream more often than the opposite, and I was just like, I need to take care of myself. It's the right call. I want to move on from streaming. This is not necessarily permanent. As I said in my big announcement thing, I might come back to streaming one day. But only when I want to. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm prioritising YouTube first. That being said, there will be a BISCUITS 2026. I love these streams. I love my game of the year things. These weren't original streams, these were videos, similar structure. But I like talking with people and discussing things as I'm doing them. The turnout here was great. It was only 3 or 4 people, but it's been fun. It's been a great time. I will still be doing this. And hey, again, I might come back to streaming within the next year. Who knows? As soon as I feel like streaming again, if there's something I want to stream, I will stream. Hey, maybe I'll do a Mario Kart World stream one day. I don't know. But it depends on turnout. For now, my focus is YouTube. For this announcement, and speaking of YouTube, I have one last announcement. I don't have a trailer, I don't have anything prepped. because I didn't think to until just this moment. But I know a few people in this chat are Mother fans, same as me. MILF lovers, you could say. Mother Mondays might not be coming back, but I want to work on the most ambitious project ever. You know how Mother 3's 20th anniversary is 2026? No, you might not know this about me, but back in 2016 for the 10th anniversary, and this video is still on my YouTube because as embarrassing a video as it is, I don't want to delete it or even unlist it. I will probably do that. I'm prepped for this project. In 2016, I did a 10 or 15 minute video off the cuff, no editing, no script. Very embarrassing because back then I had a weird aversion to these things. Talking about why Mother 3 is my favourite game. I've also always wanted to do video essays, but been intimidated at the idea of doing a script. I've learned I really enjoy doing scripted content through these challenge runs and through my game design videos. I think I want to do... I've been thinking for a while now. I think I want to do a remake of that original video where I talk in more depth about why Mother 3 is my favourite game and one of the most important games ever made to me. This is a very ambitious project. It's one I would like out for Mother 3's release date. That's not happening because I'm going to have to play the game at least 2 or 3 times. Like once to refresh myself because I've played it in so long, once to take notes, once for footage probably, unless I combine those two. I have not started this video. I have not planned anything for this video. But me mentioning it here is a commitment that in 2026, I don't know when, preferably on May 20th, there will be a video for it. I think May 20th is the release date. April 20th. Oh yeah, no, that's not happening by April. Okay, preferably by April 20th, there will be my first ever video essay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted for a reason. Okay, maybe that's too sad. That's definitely way too sad. Okay, slightly better. Preferably April 20th, but like, I don't see myself getting this done in 4 months when I've not started yet, and want to work on other videos in the meanwhile, like smaller ones. But I am going to do my first ever video essay, which is going to be talking about Mother 3. It's essentially going to be a remake of that old video, but preferably longer and more detailed, because I've grown older and hopefully more analytical and smarter. And also I'm going to write a fucking script and actually edit it this time, because that was embarrassing. But I want to talk about Mother 3 and why I love it. It might just be gushing for 20 minutes, or 10 minutes, or 5 minutes, or an hour, I don't know. Because again, I haven't planned anything yet. But I am committing to this. I'm going to have a video out first half of the year, preferably by the release date, but if not, at the very latest, we're going to say August. I know that's the second half of the year, but I don't even want to commit as far as June. Because because a big part of why I'm creating streaming is, sure, it's to focus on YouTube. It is also to focus on having more, feeling like I've got a life. Prioritising seeing friends, prioritising holidays and travel, prioritising just living life to the films. YouTube is never going to, same as streaming never was a career, YouTube is never going to be a career, but it's something I want to work on more. And yeah, I will be releasing a Mother 3 video sometime in the year. The only way I won't, knock on wood, is for some reason, if my third or fourth playthrough, I think it's fourth or fifth playthrough, of Mother 3, I don't like the game enough to yap about it. And considering it's been lifelong my favourite game, and every time I've revisited it, I have still fallen in love with it again, I will again. And hey, if this video does well, or even if it doesn't do well, but I enjoy making it, Maybe I'll do other video essays. I don't know. For now, I want to stick with prioritising Pokemon challenge runs. But I want to just... My channel's small enough I can make whatever I want. I am sadly more numbers focused than I should be or would like to be. But in the end, in the end, I'm a small enough channel that I can kind of get away with just doing whatever the fuck I want. And I should probably weaponise that for as long as I can. That being said, watch the new video. And subscribe to me on YouTube. Even though I'm pretty sure everyone who's going to watch the fucking biscuits is probably subscribed to me on YouTube already. But yeah, sometime in the coming year, preferably by April, but I thought I had an extra month, so probably not. We'll see. Mother 3 video. There'll be more challenge runs as well. But hopefully more Ace Attorney stuff. Hopefully more just whatever the fuck I want to talk about. There'll never be an Undertale video because there's nothing I can say about Undertale that hasn't been said in the internet 100 times. Unless I make a very short video talking about stuff I put in the thread. But that's coming on an anniversary, I think. That's my announcement. And if it's not out, when is April 20th? What day is that? I was going to say, right, if it's not out on April 20th, I'll release it on a Monday to make it Mother Monday. Sam, you're not going to fucking believe this. Sam, do you know what day April 20th, Mother 3's 20th anniversary is? It's a fucking Monday. I think if there is a God out there, they want me to make a Mother 3 video. Mother Monday is back just this once this year. If it's not April 20th, it'll be released on a Monday probably, but preferably Mother Monday. And also thank you for sharing my YouTube there. April 20th. Oh, and actually, thank you, by the way, for plugging my YouTube there, Sam. I'm also going to plug a bit. I'm also going to plug my other stuff. I have a coffee. Because there's no point really giving me Twitch subs after this stream, because who knows when I'm back. If folks do want to give me money, and again, no financial pressure too, I do have a coffee. Because I refuse to... when I use Patreon as a user, I'm not using it as a person, because... I can't remember why. I remember hearing they did shit things, but I don't remember what those shit things are now in this moment. Anyway, yeah, April 20th is a Monday, so Mother Monday is back. I can't guarantee I'll stick to the April date, especially because I do want to make more videos. There was a second announcement. The second announcement is, so 2025, I wanted to release one video every season. And hello, Happy New Year with me. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. We are sadly ramping up, but I'm just doing a few more things before I do. I hope you've had a good 2025, and I hope you have a good 2026. And I hope you had a good Christmas period as well. The other announcement was, back 2025, I wanted to release one... because 2024 I didn't release many videos. 2025 I was like, okay, I'm going to try and release 4 videos. Or preferably one every season. And I released 4, because I released 2 in April, one of which being an April Fool's video. But I did not release one in summer. This year, I would like to release, not counting VODs, and I do need to update my VODs channel, Jesus Christ. All Paper Mario needs added, a good chunk of AR needs to be. Okay, cool. I do have a command for that. I want to try my best to release a video every season, so 4 videos. And technically we have done winter, if you want to count that. But if we start in spring, the Mother 3 video would be nice to be the spring video, but no guarantees, because I might try and have something shot out first. Then hopefully a summer video, depending on how intensive that one will be, and then hopefully an autumn video and a winter one. With the winter one preferably being in December, but who knows, could be January or February. I don't know, but my goal is at least 4 videos. But I'm going to just make as many videos as I have time for and feel comfortable doing and to find fun. I am doing YouTube for as long as I find fun. Same as how I streamed until I stopped finding it fun. And I'm really enjoying YouTube right now. Glad you had a great Christmas. Hopefully you can get some traveling. Same here. Same here. And Gusty Card and Galaxy is apparently playing right now. We also apparently had Sorrowful Tasmany, but I was so busy yapping I didn't notice the sad song. Alright, I'm going to head off now because I've been going for almost 3 hours. This was meant to be like a 2-hour stream. I'm a bit sleepy. But thank you all for tuning in for the Biscuits 2025. We'll be doing another Game Awards show in another year. If you want more updates on my YouTube stuff, please feel free to join my Discord server, or my Blue Sky, which I think I have a command for. Oh no, I do not have a command for my Blue Sky. I also use Twitter for updates, but I'm really not much else these days. Okay, I'm just manually linking my Blue Sky. But yeah, if you want social media updates, Blue Sky is the place to go, or Discord. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you everyone, not just who's subbed, but everyone who's tuned in to my streams the past decade or however long I've done it. Like, I love you all, and I really have enjoyed streaming, and I really appreciate just all the support you all give me, you know. And I appreciate that I'm getting similar support on YouTube, and hope I continue to. I love you all a lot. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you whenever I see you. And I'm gonna start crying if I don't leave now because I'm getting emotional. Love you. Good night. Bye.